Hello family and friends and YouTubers, it's Kim here from Hancock Homesteading Gardens, and today it is Saturday, April the 22nd, and it is time for another VEDA video. And today I am out in the potting shed, and I am so happy to be out here. It's one of my favorite places to hang out. Anyway, I want to share with you today how I start my seeds. Now, there are a million videos on YouTube that show you how to start seeds, okay? And everyone does it a little bit different, and that's okay because we just all have our own methods. And today I'm going to share with you my method. So the first thing I do is I like to use the Jiffy seed starter packs because they have the little cardboard inside, the cardboard cells that break down into the ground, okay? Yes, these are called seed cells, and you just put a seed in each one of these little pockets, and they grow. And then later on, when you get ready to put them in the ground, they break off into individual pods, and then you can just stick them either in your bigger potting pot or into the direct garden itself. So anyway, yes, I like these. Better than the plastic, but that's just my choice, okay? And then I use a potting soil, of course, and I don't really get too hyper on what kind of soil it is. I just kind of use what John brings home, okay? And this time he brought home Earth Grow, so it looks like I will be using Earth Grow. Okay, and then what I do is I fill up my seed cells with the potting soil, and then I water the soil before I put the seeds in. And you want to do that because if you put the seed in and then you water, your seed could float to the top or get lost inside, rearranged, and you don't really want that. You want the seed to stay where you put it. So put your soil in, then water it, then put your seed. Alright, so now I'm going to share with you today some of the seeds that I have purchased for this year. And I'm going to tell you up front, people, I'm kind of a seed hoarder, okay? Because my imagination for what I want my gardens to look like is a whole lot bigger than what my physical and energy level is. So anyway, I'm sure I have a lot more seeds than I need, but I want to share them with you today. So the first seed I have is the pepper seed, and it's a California Wonder. Last year we had something called something sweet. I'm going to have to look because I thought we had more peppers, and we don't. We only have the one packet, so I need to get some more. All right, and then I'm going to go through my tomatoes here, and I bought some Roma tomatoes, and those will be for my sauces and for my sauces and salsa. So I have several packs of the Roma. I have some of the Brandywine, just for a slicing tomato. The Roma and the Brandywine, these are both heritage tomatoes. Heritage tomatoes mean that if you were to collect the seeds at the end of the growing season, they would regrow next year as that plant. They would regrow as a Brandywine or as a Roma. Unlike my Better Boys, okay? My Better Boys are a hybrid. Okay, that means that they have characteristics from two different parents. And they will not come back as Better Boys. You cannot replant these, okay? Because they're a hybrid. So you don't know what you're going to get, really. With a purebred like your Romas or your Brandywine, they come from the same parent gene. So you know you're going to get that kind of tomato. A hybrid coming from two different genes, you don't know. So, but I like my Better Boys. They're a good hybrid tomato. So, and they grow great and they taste great. So yeah. Okay. And how do I know that? Well, because on the seed packet, well, first of all, because I study what fruits and vegetables I'm going to plant. Okay. Study, research. That's the best way to get your information. But another reason I know is because it says right on the packet, hybrid. Okay. If you read on the back, it will tell you too, this is an heirloom, this is a hybrid. All right, so there are all the tomatoes. Let's get them out of the way so I know I've already shown them to you. All right, so next up on the list are the beets. I told you guys I wanted to can beets this year, so we ordered some beets. The Detroit Red. These 3 packets are Detroit Reds. And then off of the internet from Gurney, I got what's called the Perfected Detroit Red. Now, I don't know if that means that they are a hybrid. I don't see the word hybrid on here, so I'm going to assume that these are my heirlooms. It never does any good to assume, people, though. You should know. But yeah, so these are the Perfected Detroit beets, okay? And I got some of those from Gurney's. Oh, and the reason this packet is so big is because this is a seed tape. Instead of just seeds, the seeds are very carefully arranged for me on a tape. And then all I have to do is roll them out and put them in the ground. Okay, now I know there's people out there going, why did you spend that extra money on seed tape? You could have made your own seed tape. Yes, I know that. I have made my own seed tape. Remember I talked about my eyesight being a little bit bad? Yeah, I kind of accidentally clicked the wrong box. Instead of getting up and going to my purse and getting out my eyeglasses, I just clicked the wrong box. So that's why we have seed tapes this year. But I am interested to see how they're going to work. See if they space better and that kind of stuff. All right, and then the next thing on the list are the cucumbers, because I want to pickle cucumbers. I want to make pickles this year. So I have a hybrid called the Miss Pickler. Okay, they're from Gurney's. I have a heritage called the Stray 8 from Gurney's. I have some National Pickling, and then some more Stray 8s. So, if you have a favorite pickle that you like to use for pickles, leave it in the comments below. I am always trying to find that perfect variety. Then I did get some dill to see if I could raise my own dill to make my dill pickles. Okay? And John is going to get the corn, the peaches and cream corn. He's going to go up to our local farmers co-op and get it sometime soon. And he also said that if he chose to put out potatoes this year, that he would pick them up too. So we're only putting out the vegetables that we enjoy, okay, and that we use. And so that will be beets and cucumbers and peppers and tomatoes and corn mainly. And then we're also going to put out some pumpkins, okay? Now, let me get to the kind of pumpkins we're going to put out. We are going to be putting out the Dill Atlantic Gigantic. No, let me read that again. See, I told you I can't see. The Dill Atlantic Giant. Okay, and the reason we're putting out the Dill Atlantic Giant is because E, the empty nester, if you have not been to her channel, you should go visit E, okay? Actually, her channel is just the empty nester. And then she lengthened it something like Sowing Seeds of Hope, I think. But I'm sure if you just put in the empty nester, you'll probably find her. Anyway, and I'll try to leave a link to her below. But E holds this contest to see who can grow the biggest pumpkin, okay? And I missed out on the contest last year, but this year, E, I'm entering, okay? So beware. I once grew a very big pumpkin, and I will put a picture at the end of my very big pumpkin. And I don't know that it was a Deal Atlantic Giant, though. So I'm hoping that this is going to give me good results. But I got a pack of it. And then actually I got 2 packs, you know, just to be on the safe side because I'm going to win this. Okay, and then I also got some of the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins and some of the mini blend. Okay, and then some of just the small. All right. Then I also want to do some gourds. I have never done gourds before. But another one of my favorite channels, Wisconsin Gardens. You know, I think Wisconsin Gardens was the very first channel that I started watching and actually subscribed to. And they're a big channel, so they're probably not even going to see this shout out to them. But they are master gardeners, okay? And they're 2 retired teachers. And actually, I wouldn't even say they're retired because they still go around and teach about gardening. But they both taught different subjects earlier in life. But they're 2 retired teachers. And they have a beautiful yard. 4 beautiful yards because it surrounds their house. And they have vegetable gardens and fruit trees and flower gardens. I mean, it's a huge botanical garden on this little bitty plot, you know. So anyway, back to that. Lynn at Wisconsin Gardens grows gourds. And then she dries them. And after they're dried, she'll make, I think she calls them fairy dolls. And they're really, really cute. Anyway, please go to her channel and check it out if you're interested. And birdhouses, okay? So she got me hooked on trying to do gourds. All right, and then sunflowers. I got some mammoth sunflowers to plant. And I got a red variety here. It's called Velvet Queen, okay? And then one of my favorite flowers is the zinnia. And I got red because I have a hummingbird garden. And hummingbirds are very attracted to the color red. Now that doesn't mean they need red food coloring in their food, okay? They will find that clear colored food without being red. But a lot of times the feeders will have like a red base or a red top, or you know. But if you want to draw in hummingbirds, provide the color red because they are attracted to that color, and tubular flowers. Now I don't know that the zinnia is a tubular flower, but they do like the zinnias. I've seen them on the zinnias, and also butterflies. Butterflies love your zinnias because it gives them a nice landing pad. All right, so let's see. The tubular flowers that I provide are some perennials, which are my lilies, my day lilies, and then I have a trumpet vine. So I have tubular flowers, but the zinnias are flowers that you have to replant every year. They're an annual. Annuals are flowers you plant every year. Perennials are flowers that you plant once and they keep growing year after year. They come up on their own, okay? And I got some purple zinnias because my daughter loves purple, and I thought, oh, those would be fun to do. And then that's it. So those are the seeds I have so far.